Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're doing another first time watch. It's one of the chill ones. I've got my little snuddy thing on here and I'm just chilling out. Probably don't need it because it's blue sky out there and all of that. However, today we have, last time guys I said to you, can you guys smash the votes? I think it was like 270 or something. And the time before that was like 112. Well, this time 511 people voted, mental, and you guys voted, and the winner is Jaws. 39% of you. Now, Jaws being on my first time watch list is a big shocker to many of you, I'm sure. And it is now 50 years this year that it is coming out. My version is actually the 45th anniversary, but there's a new steelbook coming out, I believe, for the 50-year anniversary. Now, with Jaws, it's a weird one. In terms of all of the rest of the first-time watches, I haven't seen a single thing of it. This one, I've never watched Jaws all the way through, sat down, start play, and just watched it. I've watched probably the last half an hour, I've watched the middle 20 minutes, I've watched the beginning 15 minutes or whatever, you know, when it's on TV and stuff, but I never sat down and watched it all the way through back to back. Hence why it's not really classed as I've never seen it because yeah. But I of course do know all of the music, John Williams score of course, and yeah, I know some of the iconic scenes in there and stuff. But I'm looking forward to it. But that's mainly because of things I've seen online. As I say, I just know of it because it is kind of a cult classic, but I've not sat down and watched it from back to back all the way through. So this is going to be that first time watch. So as ever then, I will open up the player, remove the slipcover and get into the movie. This one comes with both the Blu-ray there as well as the 4K. Of course, they're checking the 4K. Lovely. Put it in the player and away we go. Okay, then here we go. I've got it on mute at the moment, of course, because the theme tune is playing and I don't want to be copyrighted by John Williams and his army. But yep, let's get into it and let's play. Forgetting to put the bloody blind down. Well, there we go. Just finished watching Jaws all the way through for the first time. Gotta be honest though, it's not much in that film I remember. So I thought I'd seen a lot of it, but maybe in actual fact I hadn't. Maybe Jaws 2, Jaws 3, all of those are things that I've seen from TV and stuff. Because there was a lot in this that I didn't even recognise. The only thing really I knew about was the boat scene at the end, in terms of I knew the whole can in the mouth thing and shooting that, but I don't think that's really a spoiler because, as I say, it's quite common knowledge aboard the Orca, even things like the Lego sets they've made for it. But there it is, Jaws 4K quality was a bit meh, I will say. Didn't really get that great of a restoration, in my opinion, in comparison to other films I've watched. I've been watching quite a lot of older films recently, and I watched a film from 1957 this morning. And to be honest, I felt like the film from 1957 scan was better than this one, which obviously Jaws is from 1978, is it? Something around there? 75. 50 years, isn't it, of course. So, yeah, Steven Spielberg's Jaws, it really does do well with some of its moments. The first hour of the film, we don't see any of the shark, of course. It really does add suspense. And that is largely down to John Williams' score, to be honest. You know, the music just really builds that tension in your body and all of that. You know, you are led to believe that there's something there just based on the music alone, which is very, very good. Not something you see from, you know, a director taking, I guess, the music to be the main cue for the actual storytelling, which I guess is probably a different thing. Don't know what to say. That's a little bit of fluff of some sort. So yeah, very interesting from that point of view, of course, in terms of John Williams and Steven Spielberg's collaboration. I knew a lot about the design of this in terms of the music for this because of the John Williams documentary that's on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen that, you should, because it does go into a lot of detail about his collaboration with directors and, of course, most notably Steven Spielberg. But this one is a pretty good film, to be honest. It follows, you know, the town's chief of police, Rob Schneider. Schneider, who is very good in this role. But Richard Dreyfuss is playing this like biologist, ocean biologist person. He's fantastic in this film. I really like his character, his performance, his persona, just what he stands for in the film. I think I really like it a lot, to be honest. So yeah, but the film as a whole doesn't hold up very well. A lot of talking, in my opinion. I think when I say it doesn't hold up very well, I think the 4K quality, by the way, the way the film is shot, the whole storytelling aspect, you can tell it's a Steven Spielberg films, and arguably they are the best, hold up films out there, to be honest. The ones you can watch. And films nowadays take inspiration from this, most notably, like I said, the music, cueing in certain things. Films nowadays take inspiration from these kind of movies. And yeah, my score though for the film probably will shock some people. I'm in the camp of a 3.5 star. Now, 7 out of 10 for me. I don't think this is one that I would go back and watch that regularly for that reason. There is definitely a lot of suspense there, but I think there's also a lot of downtime in the film for me. There's a lot of lull moments, and I think that's where it is slightly weak for me then. If you compare it to something like Back to the Future, in my opinion, or even Star Wars that came out 2 years after this, there's no real lull moment in A New Hope. And Back to the Future 1, of course. Whereas there's quite a few quietish moments in this film. So hence why, for me, I give it a 7 out of 10 and all of that. But I know a lot of people give it 5 out of 5, and I can see why you would. If you watch this on the big screen for the first time, you would have been in complete awe. But it's not one of Steven Spielberg's best, in my opinion. It's not better than things like Jurassic. Yeah, 3.5 star, watched all the way through now. So thank you so much to everyone who voted for Jaws, of course. And there we go. I will be putting up another poll on the posts community section on YouTube. In the next couple of days, I'll choose 4 random films on whatever we got left now, and I'll put those up for review. Of course, if you've missed any of my other episodes in this series, there's a playlist on the channel. You can go back and watch those. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below if you are new here and you like what you see. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.